Hello, everyone. I'm Adriana Diaz.
And I'm Vladimir Jutia. It is 10 a.m. here on the East Coast.
And that means the United States blockade in the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea east of the Strait of Hormuz is now in effect. President Trump says the blockade impacts ships entering or exiting Iranian ports, but they will allow ships passing through to go by. Tehran has threatened to retaliate, saying the blockade is, quote, illegal and amounts to piracy.
For more, we're joined by CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer. She's in Tel Aviv. All right, Liz, so could this U.S. naval blockade in the Strait reignite the conflict? Could it see an early end to the ceasefire?
Well, we just don't know. It's only just gone into effect. Basically, over the next few hours and maybe days, we'll be watching a high-stakes game of chicken. CENTCOM has said U.S. warships are going to stop ships coming through the straits that either have links to Iran or are Iranian vessels or who've paid Iran a fee to sail through. The Revolutionary Guards have said if any military vessels, and you know they mean American warships, approach the Straits of Hormuz, it will be considered a violation of the ceasefire and they'll be dealt with firmly and severely. But they don't say what that means. Now, hard on with all kinds of weaponry, especially very small, fast attack boats that have rockets and anti-ship missiles and torpedoes aboard. So it's volatile. The war certainly could be reignited either by an attack on purpose or some kind of accident, but it certainly is dangerous.
Indeed dangerous, and we have already heard Iran warn that they will retaliate if they're struck in any kind of way, so certainly the temperature is going up. Liz, the president has said that the U.S. is not alone in this blockade. He said that other nations, without specifying which ones, will be involved in the naval blockade. He also told Fox News yesterday that the U.K., along with other countries, will send in minesweepers. Are we seeing any of that international assistance coming in?
We heard the British Prime Minister today say on the radio in Britain that the UK will not be involved in enforcing the U.S. military blockade. So that's out. Now, it does have minesweepers in the Middle East, and he said they would continue to operate, but that British ships and soldiers won't be used to block Iranian ports. However, and this is a big however, Britain and France are working on what they're calling a peaceful multinational mission to open the straits to shipping and get energy prices down. The French President, Emmanuel Macron, says the mission would be strictly defensive and separate from the warring parties. They haven't provided any details, but analysts think it might be a multinational military escort force for tankers, possibly using ships and planes to get them safely back and through the straits. The big question, though, is whether Iran would allow such a thing without attacking, because it would undermine the pressure that Iran currently is putting on the U.S., which is its main goal.
All right, Elizabeth.
Liz, thank you very much for reporting from Tel Aviv. We appreciate it.